Hey there everybody, I'm Nick, the Vanguard's new multimedia editor. The 2020 election is coming up soon and a lot of people are concerned about how to vote and whether or not their vote will count. Controversy around the Postal Service has made many people nervous about voting by mail this fall, and since Oregon votes entirely by mail, I figured this would be a good time to go over the voting process in Oregon. In order to vote, or even get a ballot sent to you, you need to be registered to vote. Because of Oregon's motor voter law passed in 2016, registering to vote is easier than ever. If you're over 16 and you visit the DMV to apply for, renew, or replace an Oregon driver's license, ID card, or permit, you'll be sent a voter registration card in the mail. It looks like this. Once you get the card, you can do 3 things. 1. Do nothing. You'll be registered to vote as a non-affiliated voter, or not a member of a political party. 2. You can choose a political party by returning the card. Joining a political party will allow you to vote in its primary elections. Or 3, you can use the card to opt out and decline to register to vote. Please don't do that. Once you fill out the card, you'll have 21 days to send it back in. Remember, if you don't do anything, you'll be automatically registered to vote as a non-affiliated voter. You only need to send the card back in if you want to register as a member of a political party. If you don't get a motor voter card, you can still register easily both online and offline. On the Oregon Secretary of State's website, you can register using My Vote. You can also register by mail using a voter registration form or in person at your county elections office. One important thing to remember, you must register to vote at least 21 days before Election Day to be eligible to vote in that election. That means this year, the deadline to vote in the November election is Tuesday, October 13th. If you register by mail, your form must be postmarked by October 13th. Every voter needs to be a U.S. citizen. If you receive your citizenship on or before an election, you have to submit a voter registration card before the 21-day voter registration deadline. After taking your oath, you must appear and provide evidence of citizenship to the elections office in the county where you live on or before Election Day. If you're a student voter, you can register your residential address as either your parents' or other family home or your student housing. If you list your campus address as your residence, make sure to list your dorm and room number. You can only choose one, so make a decision about what district you want to vote in because your address will affect which candidates and voting measures appear on your ballot. If you or someone you know is experiencing homelessness, you can set your residence as any identifiable location, like a motor park or shelter, or you can list your county elections office. If you don't feel comfortable listing your home address on your registration, you can fill out an exemption form and return it to your county elections office. If you need to update your registration information for any reason like a change of address, you can do it easily online as long as you have an Oregon driver's license or state ID card. You can update your registration on the My Vote page by entering your information and clicking the Update Registration button. Your updated information will be automatically sent to your county elections official and your records will be updated within a few days. You can update your registration up until 8 p.m. on Election Day, but if you change it close to an election, you may need to pick up your ballot at your county elections office. If you need to update your registration in person, for a name change for example, you can fill out a paper registration form and submit it to your county elections office. You can also find a voter registration card at a post office, library, or a county elections office, or you could ask your county elections office or the Oregon Elections Division to mail you a card. Fill out the card completely, including the registration updates section at the bottom of the card, and return it to your county elections office. Thanks to our Vote by Mail system, voting in Oregon is incredibly easy. Every registered voter will receive a ballot in the mail 2 to 3 weeks before the election. After you filled it out, the easiest way to return your ballot is to seal it in the ballot return envelope, sign it, and drop it in any mailbox. As of 2020, your ballot envelope doesn't need a stamp, and the address for your county elections office is already printed on it. But let's say you don't want to mail your ballot because of current events. Every ballot needs to be mailed by the Wednesday before the election, or else it might not be received in time and not be counted. If you want to drop it off in person, you can leave it at any of the official drop boxes across the state. The Secretary of State's website has a drop box locator that's updated 20 days before the election, so you can easily find the drop box closest to you. Ballots need to be received by 8 p.m. on Election Day to ensure they're counted. If you have a disability or other difficulty with voting, you can get assistance to register, vote, and return your ballot. You can get help from a family member or care provider, or you can call your county elections office or 866-673-8683 for more information. Those who are hearing impaired can call 800-735-2900. You can use a screen reader to access your ballot online through MyVote and print out your ballot to send it in. You can also use a tablet to increase the font size, change the text color or contrast, or use any other technological assistance to fill out your ballot. You can sign into MyVote to track your ballot and make sure it's been counted. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can check the Oregon Secretary of State's website or call the Oregon State Elections Division at 1-866-673-VOTE. No matter who you vote for, make sure you vote. Voting in Oregon is simpler than you think, so even with the uncertainty of the pandemic, you can easily and safely vote.